last thing to talk about here, Alex. I was gonna wait until this was done. The Athletic have slowly been releasing. This is the headline of the story: NHL '99, a project ranking the greatest players in modern NHL history. They're doing 99 for. I mean, you ever heard of Wayne Gretzky? And we all know who, as the article sort of jokes, who number one is going to be.
We do.
Um, Now, this is post 1967 expansion. So, what's annoying about this, Alex, is do you know who is technically not going to be on this list?
Who?
Gordie Howe
Mm-hmm.
is not going to be on the Athletics 99 best mark. I just think it's a little insulting to have a list, and obviously, the greatest French player of all time, Maurice Richard, will not be on the list either. See, I don't think he's going to be on the list. But I think like Guy Lafleur is on it, obviously, and stuff. But yeah, so you won't find like Bobby Hull's on here, Maurice Richard, Howie Merez. It's just I just had a bit of a problem that we're not going to go and see. We're not going to see Gordie Howe on the list. But here's what I wanted to mention, Alex, on this, and we talked about this specific article to do with Carey Price a couple weeks ago. He is number 88 on this list. Why is that relevant? Well, because I wanted to quickly look. Roberto Luongo, first ballot Hall of Famer, is 63. Okay. And Henrik Lundqvist is, sorry, not 77. It's trying to, I'm pretty sure it's 50, but I want to fact check as I'm going here. Henrik Lundqvist is 50. They have Henrik Lundqvist as the 50th best player in NHL history. That far ahead above Carey Price, that far ahead of Roberto Luongo. I also want to mention the greatest players in modern hockey history. They do not have Leon Draisaitl on this list, which you could think maybe he has a young career. But here's the problem with that. They have Auston Matthews at 64 right now. No disrespect to Auston Matthews. They have him ahead of Doug Gilmour, ahead of Mike Gardner already, and one spot ahead of three-time Stanley Cup champion Jonathan Toews. I have my problems with Toews. Marty St. Louis is 62, by the way, so you love to see that. But you're just looking at some of the guys. Nikita Kucherov is 72. Drew Doughty is 73. Nathan MacKinnon is 74. Stamkos, 75. Right now, they have Auston Matthews ahead of them. Connor McDavid is 16. Who is 17, Alex? Would you like to know? It is a former Oiler.
Isn't it like Mark Messier?
Mark Messier. I just want to sort of point out, by the way, they had Martin Brodeur, where he should be at 21, and they've just released number 11, which is Patrick Roy, which I believe will probably have the first goalie in their ranking as Dominik Hasek. Fair, as long as it wasn't.
Great argument for that too.
Yeah, you know what? Because because Daniel is such a Martin Brodeur fan, I'm such a Patrick Roy guy. We never actually on this podcast give respect to Dominik Hasek, but we should more. I just think it's a little stupid the way they've done this. They have a list that they specifically do modern stuff to keep out Gordie Howe. And you have, again, no disrespect to Auston Matthews.
I don't have an issue with the modern stuff. I don't understand the issue with the modern stuff.
How can you put
like it's a silly
David there?
No, I agree. I just don't see why this like it's the same argument as the trophy stuff. I understand. I'm saying like I don't think it's as disrespectful to leave him off the list knowing what the list is about.
It's Mr. Hockey though.
Okay, but 99% of hockey fans know who that is. We know where he ranks. I don't think we need to throw him in on the list. There's probably a good chance most of the people don't. There's a lot of people who don't know the history behind any of these players.
Do you know what their argument for not having Gordie Howe, by the way, is? And they do say, is it sacrilege to have a best of all time without Mr. Hockey? They say maybe. First off, but Howe only played 369 NHL games from 67 onwards, 6 seasons in the WHA, so he's out. So they do acknowledge it. I just think it's a bit stupid if he did technically play there.
I went to go, this is completely off track, but I went to go look at something because I was curious. I pulled up Matthews' career and then I pulled up Doug Gilmour's career just to see the differences. So Matthews already has more than half of Doug Gilmore's career goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I'm not. I sorry. That's not my. That's not my. I'm not trying to say he should be above Doug Gilmore. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I just thought that was crazy.
Now they do have a point system for trophies, but they don't include Stanley Cups. Now, here's just now I'm trying to be objective as possible here, but Alex, I'm gonna make it personal now. I think it is so stupid. And again, personal because of the player I'm about to mention. You cannot make any excuse to me that at this point, by the end of their careers, who knows? But you cannot tell me definitively in a top 99 list, you have Carey Price about 20 spots behind Roberto Luongo and 33 spots behind Henrik Lundqvist, when advanced numbers say that Carey Price is better, if not the same level as Henrik Lundqvist, and that you put Auston Matthews ahead of Carey Price, a franchise leader in wins. How dare you? I mean, how dare you? That's personal, though. That's personal. I will acknowledge that is personal for me. That's personal. I think it's stupid. That's me, though. I'm done. I don't like bringing up lists because I think they're dumb, but the Athletic are a different sort of, I have respect for the Athletic, but that's dumb.
No, it's
how dare you?
It's a list, man. That's what they do.
Yeah. Remember when everyone made a big deal about Joe Thornton not being 100 best player, and then so these guys have him in the top 50? Yeah. I think that was done on purpose,
Is that what they said? Where is Joe Thornton?
What
number is he?
I think he's around 30. Just do the Control F thing.
Oh, I found it. He's 32.
He's 30. Joe Thornton?
Yeah, what's the argument?
Second best player of all time? He's good.
Not of all time since 1967.
Yeah, since 1967. Yeah.
There's a difference. I don't understand. I don't understand your problem with that though. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand the issue.
I just don't think he's that high.
Okay, no, that's not what I'm asking you about. I'm asking. I don't understand the issue. I don't understand the issue. Yeah, you're right. He's not 30th since 1967.
No, okay, good. I thought we were gonna.
No, I don't understand what the issue with the 1967 is. Like from that point onwards.
I just think it's stupid. I just don't like you. Like, by the way,
we're talking about a league that's over 100 years old. We're talking about probably thousands of players. Like. Now, then we're going to have the issue of, okay, well, comparing Johnny Bower to Carey Price is unfair because Johnny Bower played in the 1940s and 1950s. Like it's Carey
Price is also better than Johnny Bower.
Okay, but that's not the point. That's
I know what you mean. I know what you. Yeah. By the way, one quick thing, and I will respond to you in a second. Thornton 32, Iginla 34. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that. Come on, I think you should. I don't know about that. Come on.
I don't. Yeah, no. There's no excuse for Joe Thornton at 32.
Malkin over Peter Forsberg? I don't know about that. I like Peter Forsberg a lot, though. I will acknowledge it's just sort of like they had to nitpick to get Gordie Howe off because he technically played in that era. Technically, he did. I just think it's that's the one name. Everything else I'm cool with. I think it's just the thing of that they had to dissect their rules to cut out Gordie Howe. I mean, okay, so who's 99 here? Sorry, who was so important that we had to be like, we can't just throw Gordie Howe in there. Sorry, let me just double check this. I'm being petty. I know it, but it's just like, who the hell was 99? I need to know who was so important. The 99th best player. Okay, so they do have 100 here. What the hell?
Well, number one is Wayne Gretzky, so it stops at 2.
So, I mean, it's just. Quick question: where do you personally put Gordie Howe all time? By the way,
top 5.
Top 5? Okay, no, but where exactly?
I
get obliterated for my hockey takes. I'll have to make sure you suffer the same fate.
I don't know my order. I don't have my order off the
Yeah,
top
I
of my
know
head.
it's difficult,
It's
but
a tough one. But you know what's like? Sorry, we're talking about. I was just scrolling through the list. I think it's extremely disrespectful that where I just passed him. Peter Stastny is 56. He had the most points in the second most points in the 80s.
Behind, come on,
behind Wayne Gretzky. Yeah, behind Wayne Gretzky. Yeah, that proves my point.
Yeah, I get it.
To have him at 56.
We had to make sure we hit 100, and we had to make sure we put Marc-Andre Fleury on the list. By the way, but I'm just mentioning. Oh, by the way, Marc-Andre Fleury at 100. Wow, they really, wow, that's tough for Fleury. But yeah, no, that's the Stastny. I didn't think you'd get upset about Peter Stastny, but
he has the most points in the 80s, and he's in the 50s. That's disrespectful. That's unbelievable. Okay, question. We're gonna do this one. Okay, so a certain defenseman is at 52 and another one is at 60.
Okay, wait, who's at 60?
Erik Karlsson.
Okay, and who's at the other one?
Who do you think is at 52?
At 52?
Yeah.
Are they playing now?
Mm-hmm.
It's not Doughty, is it?
No.
Doughty's in like 70, isn't he? Sorry, where's Karlsson?
60.
And
this unnamed player is at 52.
What team did he play for?
I can't tell. No, it gives away the answer. It'll 100% give it away.
It's not Lidstrom. He hasn't been named.
No, he plays right now. He plays right. This person plays right now.
It's not Cale Makar, is it?
No.
Duncan Keith?
No.
Okay. He plays right now?
Yeah. Yes.
He's in that conversation. Hedman?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about Karlsson over Hedman, or sorry,
yeah. I'm very biased to that. Again, if we're not,
I think it's not even good. I think it's all do. Yeah, but it's more than Stanley Cup. Like you look at Erik Karlsson, yes, he dragged the Ottawa Senator. Wait a second. He dragged the Ottawa Senators to the conference finals that one time. 100%. I'm gonna give him that. He is the best offensive defenseman of that generation.
Are you about to do what I think you're gonna do?
Victor Hedman has I understand they have Andrei Vasilevsky, but you cannot tell me the importance of Victor Hedman to the Tampa Bay Lightning.
All right, so Hedman's higher.
On my list, yes.
Okay, sir, on the actual list, sorry, one more time, who's higher?
Hedman, they have 52. No, 52 is Hedman.
So your argument, okay, so basically what you're doing here is
I'm agreeing with the Athletic, yes.
But you are bringing it up just because you know I'm the biggest Erik
Correct. I just wanted to see what you thought.
I would have them even. With Karlsson slightly ahead.
I don't know. I would disagree.
I feel
3
the same
Stanley
way about
Cups,
that debate.
A Conn Smythe.
I feel that debate is the same thing. And I remember before the finals, I said he should have won that Conn Smythe. I had my mouth bandaged shut, and I said that Hedman should have won it. Here's the thing: I would put them in the same tier as I would for Lundqvist and Carey Price comparables. But Erik Karlsson.
Yeah, yes, I would also put them in the same tier.
Karlsson's more special.
I would put Victor Hedman ahead.
Should Shea Weber be as low as 90? He's a difficult one. He's a difficult one.
I understand. I get their list does not. I get their list does not include playoff success, but it's dumb not to say it's poor.
It's dumb to ignore that stuff.
It's a little, or sorry, like Stanley Cup success. I don't know if they said at the beginning they didn't include like Stanley Cup wins.
Cups are part of trophy points,
which I think I understand. I understand that from a perspective, but I think when you look at certain guys, you have to be like that. Erik Karlsson, perfect example, didn't win a Stanley Cup, but literally dragged the Ottawa Senators to a conference final, Game 7. What was the original question that you asked me, though? Before I put myself on a tangent.
I just think he just. All I was saying was I have them the same tier.
Oh yeah. The thing with Hedman is I don't know. Like there's I don't know. I'd put Hedman ahead.
I think he's just a more unique defenseman. I think there's stuff
Carlson, he's
Yeah.
more offensively talented
he
than
is.
Victor Hedman, but I don't think I think Victor Hedman is by far the more well-rounded defenseman.
We both know I'm not going to change my opinion.
I know.
And
I
you're
know.
not going to.
I'm
This
not
is
going
like
to
the
change my
Cooper
opinion. Too.
Bedard. So
No,
this is
no,
the Bednar thing.
Bednar, yeah,
We have our
I know.
stances.
I'm not going to change my opinion. You're not, but
Yeah, yeah. Eric Carlson's he's the man. He got robbed of a few Norris trophies, to be honest with you too. So is Victor Hedman, though. To be fair, Drew Doughty. See, I don't even want to get, but Doughty's lower than both of them, I think, which is right.
yeah,
But it's man, I think should just stop doing this. Didn't the NBA when they did their top 75? Like again, when the NHL did their 100 best players, they didn't rank them. They just released it, right? Just
yeah,
do
they
the
did. Didn't they do it at the awards or something like that?
I don't remember, man. But just why not just do a freaking just if you want to have a bit of fun, just rank them by positions, like the best goalies and that. Don't do the 100 thing. Because I get so upset having to say who's the better player overall. Like, how do you expect me to rank Patrick Waugh versus Steve Yzerman? How do I do that? They're completely different positions. You know what I mean? It's just even though they had Waugh technically above Yzerman and Sakic, which is again, I think Waugh's the best goalie of all time. I'm interested to see where Nick Lidstrom drops on that list because you know me.
Yeah, he's your best defenseman
of all time. Yeah,
yeah.
Him, Crosby, Waugh. Trying to think who's another skater I would want if I had to have a 3-on-3 of my goats. We got it when Daniel gets back. We're gonna do each of us do our 3-on-3 lines for like our
and who's gonna forget to pick Nathan MacKinnon?
Oh, that was bad. That was bad. It's not as bad as forgetting Barkov in a league-wide draft.
Yeah, that was bad. That was tough.
That was bad. That's embarrassing. He's not over. Yes, he is.
What?
That's it. Remember the debate of Barkov's not underrated anymore? Yeah, he is.
I don't know. I don't think he's underrated.
I think he is.
He was. I don't think he currently is. I think that lasts for a period of time until 75% of people on TV are like, wow, look how good Alex Barkov is. Then it's like, okay, well, he's not
underrated.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, that's enough. Yeah, Jesper Bratt's decided maybe we should stop. All right, Alex, you can do the outro. No.
Can I ask you one more question? Is Nathan MacKinnon at number 74?
Is he?
He is.
Oh, that's where they have him?
Yes. Sorry. My question is, should he be at 74?
He should be higher than. Isn't Matthews like 64?
Yeah.
That's dumb. like how? No, he should be higher than that. Off the top of my head, I would have to go and look at some of the names, but like it's like again, my marker is if you want to have Matthews there, then I think MacKinnon needs to be around there instead. Like this is a guy, he just got hit. You know what I would assume in their ranking doesn't help MacKinnon is he doesn't have his MVP yet, which is really weird to think of. But like, you're again asking me one of my favorite players. Is Cale Makar on that list yet? By the way,
I thought give me 1 second.
Because that's a very annoying one to list because of the year he just had.
He didn't. He's only played 173 NHL regular season games. That feels like he's played a lot more, but that's
and
okay.
He's done that much.